This life is really interesting. It was not too long ago, I say roughly around almost 5 years ago, like 4 years and 11 months, came into this company. And I remember that, because I never came from a 9 to 5 or a corporate, so I never knew anything about structure. And my family's background is my father was murdered when I was 12 years old. And my mom was always moving around from city to city to city, so I never really had any kind of structure. So fast forward, coming into this company, when I was living out of my car, I was in debt, overweight, girlfriend had just broke up with me, and I just could not seem to get my life right. And I finally found my happy, and I came into Herbalife, and it was really interesting because it seems like in anything that I did in life, anytime I got happy, there was always a series of people that would always be in that specific environment to bring me down, whether it was friends or family or cousins or people who I actually worked with. The same thing actually happened in Herbalife because you're still dealing with people. So I came in this company and I was happy and I was dancing and I was singing, and I was literally told, you cannot fund your way up the marketing plan. And then my numbers started to double and triple. And then I was told that it would not be able to sustain. And year after year, it sustained. And then I was told, that I would never be able to duplicate myself. But it's interesting how things play out. Because, the first thing that, the first thing that I saw when I came into this company was the fact that I needed some kind of structure. So the structure for me was a target. And you can't hit a target that you don't have. So what happened was I saw this thing called the active supervisors. But I never wanted to settle for average. So I wanted to do 10 times more than the average. And so that's exactly what I did with my own personal production. And I saw that we were playing this active supervisor game. And I remember one of my mentors, Jill, saying that when you hit active supervisor, your goal is to build as many active supervisors as possible. And so what I did was that. She said, if you get 3 frontline active supervisors actively working the business, not doing 2501 and buying up all their products, but actively getting customers and doing the deal, that's Get Team. If you get 5 frontline active supervisors, that's Millionaire Team. If you get 10 frontline active supervisors, that is President's Team. Well, when I was at 10 frontline active supervisors actively doing the business, that's when I was at President's Team. But still there were haters saying to me that what I was doing wasn't correct because it didn't look like what they were doing. I didn't come from corporate America. I'm a dancer. I'm a singer. I love expressing myself. So because I was a little different than everyone, I was chastised by outside and inside influences. So I went and got my 10-stone pin. By the way, I got this from Brazil. Brazil changes out its pins every single year so that when you get the 10-stone pin, if you don't qualify for the 10-stone pin for the next year, you don't get the updated pin. So I have the updated pin. Actually, right now I have 19 frontline active supervisors. So I went and got this pin because that was a goal. Boom. They said, be an active world team member. That was a goal. So I did that. Then I started to create a goal. And all the way down, I always focused on what was ahead, not what was right now. I was grateful for the right now, but just as a kindergartner would know that there's 12th grade, even if they can't see it. That's the reason why they went from grade to grade to grade. So went through Get Team, millionaire team, then got to president's team. Something interesting happened. At every single level, there was always something massive that I had to overcome, whether it was a person, whether it was a life experience. And I realized that at the end of every school year, you have to pass a test in order to get to the next level. Interesting. So at president's team level, I had to pass a massive test, and it was an actual human being. And when I passed the test, something happened. It was like a massive amount of weight was lifted off me. But I still had haters saying, you cannot duplicate yourself. Something interesting happened. Then I got to 15K. 15K, you get cufflinks. And you get a 15. And for the ladies, you get diamond earrings. Married couple, you get the cufflinks and the diamond earrings. Then 20K happened. And then I passed another test. But I still didn't have another diamond. So what started to play in my mind was, can you duplicate yourself? Well, something happened. The duplication process happened. There was still another test at this level. And people still had things to say. And I still had to overcome things. And then it was like, okay, that was cool. That was part of the first phase. But can you duplicate yourself again? And it was funny because this happened. And this happened simultaneously. And this happened all in the same year. That's 1 million volume points. That's getting a lot of people healthy. Now, so here's the question. If I had to listen to everyone that had something negative to say back here, and I gave in to other people's opinions that wasn't paying my bills, I would have stayed here. Now, all throughout this process, I endured hate. I endured jealousy. I had to overcome certain deaths in the family, certain people, all kind of tests. But I kept moving forward because other people's opinions cannot pay my bills. No one's opinions can pay your bills. But your work ethic can pay your bills. The value that you put in the world can pay your bills. You can be the reason that you pay your bills, and you can stand in the mirror and look at yourself and say, I'm proud of me. I did not give in. Now, interestingly enough, I chose to love no matter what. Through the process that's just beginning. And the people that wished hate, jealousy, comparison along the way, interestingly enough, are still stuck in the same position. So for anybody out there, mind your own damn business, focus on what you need to do, and let's all win together. It's out there for everybody, not just me. Not just those above me, but it's those for those who want to get all that's called upon their life. Don't stop for anybody. Keep pushing forward. Don't allow excuses to hold you back. Allow your work ethic and your belief and your faith to keep pushing you forward. Is it duplicatable? Some say, Gerrain, you're not duplicatable. Well, guess what? You're damn right. I don't want nobody to copy me. Duplicate the philosophy. Use where talk can be duplicated. The nutrition clubs can be duplicated. The fit clubs can be duplicated. The 3-day trials can be duplicated. But Gerrain is his own entity. Just like Albert Einstein is his own entity. I cannot be duplicated. But the philosophies can. And numbers do not lie. Consistency does not lie. Leadership does not lie. And we're just getting started. So ask yourself this. Who am I listening to? And where am I going? You can't hit a target you don't have. Let's get this life, y'all.